So in 2012, Mitt Romney's campaign was shitting the bed. He just couldn't generate any excitement for him for understandable reasons. I mean, he's a giant human senior citizen Ken doll, basically, is what he is. And in the midst of his campaign falling apart, we had this super sad moment.
Wow. That's quite a guy, isn't it, Paul Ryan? That's something? Wait a second. Romney Ryan. There we go. All right, that's great. Thank you.
Oh, that is so sad. So Paul Ryan gives a speech. They brought Paul Ryan on the campaign trail with Mitt Romney because Mitt wasn't generating any excitement. So they bring Paul Ryan out there. Paul Ryan helped a little bit, although he's also not the most exciting person on the planet. But so he's giving speeches, and then after the speech, he hands the microphone off, and he's like, "Oh, isn't that great?" And then the crowd starts chanting, "Ryan, Ryan, Ryan, Ryan." And Romney's like, "Oh, I can't have this. No, Romney Ryan, Romney Ryan, Romney Ryan." And the thing about that is, it just shows how massively out of touch Mitt Romney is. Because it's like, you can't, like, you're just trying to force your view of reality onto what already is reality, as opposed to doing the work, being likable enough where people want to chant your name. It also shows insecurity. It's like, I don't know, I guess I'm really not the best candidate, but you throw me in there anyway. Please like me. So it smells funky, you know? It's like, okay, this is just weak and insecure and weird, and you're just trying to pretend like you're already popular when you're not popular. All right, now, compare that to what happened with the Hillary surrogate this week. Let's watch.
To elect Hillary, not only to keep Donald Trump out of office, to Hillary here.
You did it. You fucking did it. Now, it's not Hillary herself, but it's a Hillary surrogate. I don't know if Bernie was at this event or what the background story is, but she's giving a speech talking about how not just to defeat Donald Trump, we got to get Hillary in there, yada, yada. Crowd starts going, Bernie, 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 Bernie. Sheer panic over her face. She's like, Hillary, 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 Hillary. That reminds me of Nutty Professor. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, I have a message for everybody out there. Just because you want reality to be X doesn't mean reality is X. And if you try to force the reality that you want onto us, which is not the reality, well, the backlash is going to be laughter. The response is going to be, oh my God, you sound like stupid. Like you sound so disconnected. And it's like you're trying to force Hillary on the situation, but that's so indicative of her entire campaign. Like, you have to understand, she won because of her name and celebrity status. So she was the first lady, then she was Secretary of State, then she ran in 2008. So Democrats across the country, they know who she is. And they're like, oh, I guess this one. Many of them didn't even fucking know who Bernie Sanders was. And despite people not knowing who he was, he almost won. He almost beat Hillary. But she acts like, oh, no, it's a mandate. Everybody loves me. No, actually, if you look at the numbers, the more people got to know who you are, the less people liked you. That's just a fact. The more the campaign went on, you know, people were like, actually, no, I'm not with it. I don't really like you. So that's a sad reality, and they're just trying to, instead of addressing the problems, the many problems with her campaign, they just try to ignore the reality. They just try to pretend like the reality isn't what it is. Let me give you another example. The other day on Twitter, Eric Boehlert, Democratic establishment hack, he tweeted out, like, because some new polls show that Donald Trump is tied in some polls, up in other polls. So what does he do? He tweets out, "Hey, let me show you the polls for Mitt Romney versus Barack Obama. This is about the same time before their election in 2012. And, in the list of polls, Obama's up in most of them, Romney's up in 2 of them. And so, in other words, the point of the tweet was, like, everybody calm down, there's no problem here. There's no problem! There's no problem! Hillary's great! Hillary's wonderful." So instead of actually addressing the fundamental flaws in her campaign and the flaws in her policy positions that might make it so she's not as popular, what do? Just play defense, deflect, obfuscate. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Shut the fuck up. Hillary's great. Hillary's wonderful. That's what this is. Bernie, 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 Bernie. Hillary, 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 Hillary. Like her more. Why don't you fucking like her? Just like her. You should like her already. I'm going to pretend that you like her. Is that cool? Is that cool? No, it's embarrassing and it's pathetic. She needs to be a better candidate and have better policy positions if she wants to generate the same kind of excitement. Stop pretending like she's already great. Stop trying to make her a thing that is more grandiose than it actually is.